This is to show you how to begin and end using mesh yarn. When I first began making these ruffled scarves, you'll notice the end is just hanging there. I was following the manufacturer's instructions, but it just hangs there and you will have a ragged edge. It doesn't always hide under the ruffle. So instead, I found a very easy way to begin in using mesh yarn. Say this is the very beginning of your project. Just take your hook and go from the back to the front and to the back again and weave your hook through until you get down and grab that last edge and pull it through. Now you have your beginning loop to start working with, and what's nice is you also have a nice clean edge coming up the side of the ruffle. You can either twist this tail and work it in as you work along the beginning, or if it's uncomfortable to do that, you can twist it and later on bring it back over the core and tack it down. And this works with any kind of yarn. I have a wider mesh here, and you just do the same thing. I'll act as if I'm starting out, and I come from the back and weave it through and grab the last edge there and pull it up. And again, you have a nice clean edge now, and you can take that tail, wind it up, and either work it through as you're working along or tack it in later on. And when you get to the end, it's just the same thing. I'm saying I'm now at the end of using my mesh, so now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come from the back and just weave it through the mesh back and forth till I get to the end, and I'm going to grab that last edge and pull it through. Now since you're at the end, you can either pull it all the way through, or you can twist this and pull it through that last loop, and that way you can tighten it and have a nice knot there. And it's the same thing. Just twist it very tightly and go back, and you'll have to tack this edge in. But you can see this was the beginning of this scarf, and I've been able to work it in so when it hangs down there's no rough edges at all. And when I finished it, I have my knotted edge there, and then I pulled it back over the core and I was able to tack it down. So again, there's no rough edges. It just hangs down. You can gently pull the ruffles down to cover the end. If you would like free patterns, please go to interlockingcrochet.com. That's interlockingcrochet.com.